lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from gorgeous San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited for another wonderful Monday, and I would like to have a conversation with you this morning that I hope will encourage you greatly, and it is called Winning Through Losing. Winning through losing. Well, Steve, that just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me. How can I win, you say, through losing? I thought there's winning and losing. I'm really glad you asked. Winning through losing is based on this premise. Good morning, Brother Owen. Good morning, Betty Ann from Orlando. Good to see you. Good morning, Mama San. Winning through losing. Most people will avoid significant risks and significant changes for fear of what may happen negatively. And not necessarily negatively, just not exactly what someone anticipated or expected would be the end result. So people will avoid this, what they call failure or losing. They will avoid failure or losing because most people believe that when I fail, I am a failure. And Zig Ziglar said it so clearly. He said, failure is an event. It is not a person. You are not a failure. So, in this context, I attempt to give you a new set of lenses with which to look. These are the lenses that I utilize. If you have a desire for personal growth and personal development, then you must recognize this reality. Failure is the indication that you're winning. Losing is the indication that you're winning. Well, Steve, that sounds confusing. It's not. Go with me. Failure, let me define it for you this way. If you were into weight loss and you had a scale in your bathroom, what would you look at on that scale as the measure for whether you're losing weight or not? What would you look at? You're right, the numbers. The numbers on the scale would be the measure or the metric that you utilize to give you the feedback you need to say, I'm at this way, now it's this way. I'm doing good. I'm at this way, now it's this way. I'm doing good. Ooh, I went through the weekend, now it's back up here, not so good. Okay, now I'm down here, it's good. The numbers on the scale are the measure or the metric that you are winning or you are moving towards your goal. Capiche? You guys follow me? Now, failure, when your goal is personal growth and personal development, failure is the number on the scale of your life. Failure is the metric and the measure that, no, you're not losing, you are winning. When you are losing, when you are failing, that's an indication that you're winning. And here's why. Because if you're not failing and you're not losing, then you are doing the best that you know how to do comfortably, and there's no challenging your status quo. You're at comfort. You're at static. You're at homeostasis. You're at, here's where I am. I am here. Yay, nirvana, peace, woo. Well, you're not growing now, sweetie pie, because now you are locked into comfort. So when you fail, that means that you have just been exposed to the edge of your capacity. The edge of your current capacity has just been exposed, which now says, okay, Bubba, now it's time for a new resource. It's time for a new relationship. It's time for new information, new data, new thinking, because what I just did failed. Yay, I'm winning because I lost. I'm winning because I lost. I'm winning because this failed. The failure is the indication that, yay, I'm on track for personal growth and personal development because I just reached the edge of my own capacity with my own relationships, resources, and knowledge, experience, and expertise. Now it's time for me to go into research mode, into data gathering mode, into relationship seeking mode. Because, you see, when I'm losing, that's the indication that I'm winning. If your goal is personal growth and personal development. If your goal is to become more than you currently are, if your goal is to continually stretch yourself to become the best version of yourself possible, which is a tremendous gift to your Creator. He endowed you with incredible seeds of greatness. You were engineered for success. You were designed for accomplishment, endowed with the seeds of greatness, Zig Ziglar would say. Now, because of these things, you must understand, God will not do your part, and you cannot do his part. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to give him something to work with. You see, when you lose, when you fail, that goes, woohoo, I'm on track. I failed. I broke my current system, which means it's time for me to create a new system so that I can grow, so that I can expand, so that I can become more than I currently am. You see, if your goal is personal growth and personal development, then your indication that you are winning is that you are losing. Your indication that you are advancing is that you are retreating. The indication that you are near the capacity of your current growth and understanding is the indication that, whoa, I have failed. I have failed. That means time for new stuff, time for new thinking, time for new ways. So, do you see the concept, ladies and gentlemen? You win when you lose. You win when you lose. Jesus said it this way when it comes to your life. He said it, and it was just so wonderful the way he put this stuff together. He said, whoever looks for his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake, he'll actually find it. What does that mean? When I'm out trying to do my own thing, my own way, to be a self-made whatever, to just be me, let me just get me. That ain't no life, man. But when you say, how can I use the gifts and talents that God has given me to serve other people and make them better? Well, now you give your life and you find it. That's where you find your life. There's your very function. There's your very purpose. There's your very destiny, to use the unique gifts and talents that God gave you in service to others, and your commitment being constant practice, perfection, and pursuit and polishing of those gifts and talents. You do your part, because he will not do your part. He will not do your part, and you cannot do his part. Give him something to work with. So how do you win? You lose. How do you move forward? Failure. Reinterpret failure, reinterpret losing as the positive indicator that I am on the path to personal growth and personal development, because I've just reached the edge of my capacity. Now it's time for further growth. Have a great day, guys.